Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome to Doki Doki Heartstruck teaser. Like, I don't actually know how we're going to fit this into when the next chapter of this mod comes out. Because I don't even think this continues off of the next chapter, right? So, like, this is just I think this is just a teaser for what's going to happen in the future. So this is like this is like a sneak peek, I guess, you know? So, I mean, I guess it's a teaser for chapter 2. So it's a chapter 2 teaser. Because I would say a chapter 2 demo, but I guess it's not really that. I mean, it's called a teaser. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, the only way I can see this being an actual demo is if it continues off of MC going to the principal's office, which we'll have to see if it does that. I'm assuming I click new game. Let's see if it actually continues from that. If it does, then okay, I don't think this is the principal's office. This is not the principal's office. Okay, so then I guess this is a teaser then, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is just a scene from the next chapter of the mod, I suppose. Okay, so I mean, yeah, whatever. I guess to give people some sort of what happened last time. This was the mod where MC moves back home, and Natsuki is mad at him at first because she's like, "You left me," and he's like, "No," and then they eventually reconcile to a degree. I'm not entirely sure if they're fully friends or if they're just like trying to become friends again. I think MC's dad is dead, and it ended with the chapter 1 ended with MC getting called to the principal's office because I think it was implied that he beat up a guy. I'm pretty sure he beat up like some bully or something. So yeah, that's what happened. So I don't know. And now he's buying shirts. I don't know, Zero looked at the principal, made some renovations to his office. And maybe he did. It took me embarrassingly longer than it should have to look for clothes that weren't plain black shirts. Never one to care about what I wear, but today's occasion put me in a panic. But this shouldn't be a hectic situation. I invited Natsuki to browse around the mall with me. What's so stressful about that? Feels as though I'm getting ready for an interview. The thought isn't so far off. Natsuki would absolutely talk my ear off about what I'm wearing, make comments about my hair. Hell, she'd laugh the way I stand. I shouldn't care about it. I'm telling you you'd please this girl, but this sort of feels different. I'm genuinely nervous and trying to give off a good impression. But why? I need to keep my non-lame face on. Stop daydreaming and... Stop daydreaming out on the streets, you creep. Oh, come on! Did she just slap us? Ow. It's been a while since I played a Natsuki mod. I forgot that she physically assaults me! Lovely seeing you too, Natsuki. Don't tell me you're already regretting this. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to just get out of the house? Your efforts are greatly appreciated. That is a misspell of greatly. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I promise not to put them to waste, m'lady. Do not say that. Ew, stop it. I agree. I'd rather you call me short. Sure. What? You look nice, by the way. Huh? Your outfit. I guess this is the first time I've seen you not in your uniform. Huh? It is. It's really cute. I'm... Zero. I'll say this once and make it very clear. Don't you dare ever call me that again. Technically, I complimented your attire, not you. But why? Because I told you! Unfortunately, that's not enough for me. You can give me a proper reason, and if it sounds valid enough, I won't question why it's a sin to compliment you. Because it's hard to struggle to get anything out for the next few seconds. Eventually, I sigh and wave my hand to dismiss the situation. You know what? It's fine. I'm sorry. We're here to hang out, have fun. I don't want to start this off with me ticking you off or anything. I'll stop prying. Yeah, you're right. It's not any fun if I'm screaming at you all the time. Promise I'll try harder not to be as annoying as usual. You know, dang well you're hitting the merch stores too. It'll probably help with the mood. Oh, we're hitting the merch stores, too. Mm-hmm. I was about to say, what kind of friend are we that we don't even know why Natsuki doesn't like to be called cute? I was like, I thought we were supposed to be longtime friends. She told us in the base game, like, just out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, it was like, I think it was, shit. I want to say it was when she was at our house. Because she explains why she doesn't like to be called cute. She talks about how apparently it, like, she feels like it lessens her, like, entire, you know, person. Her entire demeanor, I don't know. Lessens something. I can't think of it right now. She feels like it lessens herself. Like she sees it as being lesser if someone thinks of her as cute. She'd rather you call her hot. What Natsuki's trying to say is this was in the base game. They were only friends until like 3rd grade. Were they? I thought they said they were like longtime friends. Does that said? I'm saying no. Does that call like Natsuki out of no? When Natsuki and I step into the mall, her eyes glisten with such wonder as she hovered ahead of me. Her gaze glides over every possible store in her sights. No spot was left gawked at until we reached the very center of the building. Best way to describe her behavior would be like a kid in a candy store. It's a far cry from how she bragged about being here before. My guess is that before was very long ago for her to be this fascinated with the place. So, where to, Captain? Me? You're the mall expert here, aren't you? You had quite to say about your time here. You'll lead the way. Unless you just want to walk around for a bit and see what's worth checking out. Right, I know. Firstly, we're going to the bookstore. You have to check that place out. I'm not kidding. They call it that, but it's literally filled with every latest manga series to date. Talk about clickbait. But because it's such a place under the radar, it can still get pretty crowded at later hours. Since we're here rather early, it shouldn't be a problem for us. Also, by the way, if you hear like big booms or something, I'm sorry. I am streaming this on July 4th, and yeah. The explanation. I heard they've also opened up a small supermarket in the lower levels. We should probably check that out last, though. I might need to pick up some baking ingredients. We're set, then. We can maybe roam around a bit while we get there. I'll get a rundown of what else there is to offer here. Nope. Hey! Natsuki tightly grabs my arm and yanks me toward the escalators. I have a will of my own with this girl. Noted. What do you mean noted? You should have known this. Don't say noted as if you didn't know her! So I was like, why are you saying noted? I thought he knew this lady! You should have known! Natsuki and I, sure enough, headed straight for the bookstore and completely took over the place the moment we stepped in. No employee or the owner themselves could assist us with anything. Natsuki guided me through everything with her eyes closed. I technically owned this place with the way she acted. A lot more aggressively since there weren't many customers here yet. But if we eventually got kicked out for spending an hour in there and not actually buying anything. Eventually got kicked out for spending an hour in there and not actually buying anything. Okay, I got confused because it says not actually buy anything. It should be buying anything. Stop Natsuki from causing a scene. I'm the one to start dragging her away as a distraction. Well, I didn't really think this through, but it's better than nothing. What the hell are we here for? Hey, I didn't plan on barging in here, but you're too feral to be out in the open right now. Excuse me? I'm not the old hag who kicked us out for having fun. You and I have different definitions of fun and making a fool out of yourself. Since we're here, just try browsing around and cool off for a bit. Still have a lot of time. I don't need cooling off. I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, sure. Nudge her forward and lock off any chances for her to deny or escape the store. Natsuki reluctantly complies and begins looking around the place, scanning and feeling around the textures of a few clothes. Slowly started getting into her natural side, more eager to actually check out what the store had to offer. She was so into it by now that she started picking out clothes and hanging them over my arm like a coat rack. I sort of feel irritated with how she can complain so much and just drop silent like this, but... My god, she's beyond adorable when she's in her element. I kept quiet and followed her around. She started asking me what color worked the best, or if I think they'd have her size. She's somehow making this harder for me to bear than I signed up for. I knew I'd be dealing with a snarky little demon who takes pleasure in me making a fool of myself. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? How do I handle her when she's this cute to the point her smile makes me forget how to breathe? I'm never prepared for this. It's not in my notes! This is bullshit! These thoughts have been killing me for the past week, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing about it. By the time I'm out of my self-induced panic attack, I discover that Natsuki's already on the other side of the store. Bro, this man's like freaking out. He really doesn't want to like Natsuki. He's like, no! I can't love Natsuki! No! So like he is very against liking Natsuki. Like I don't understand why he's so against it. Like he is like, no! This can't be happening. I discover that Natsuki's already on the other side of the store. I pace over to her before she realizes I was daydreaming and give me shit for it. Once I find where she is, I regret ever doing so. She's been intently looking over a colorful variety of undergarments hung up in the corner. She picked up one and turned to find me just standing there. Something wrong, Zero? Nope. Can you just tell me what you're actually planning on buying? I'm not just holding these for your entertainment. Hey, what do you think of this one? The blue really fits the small ribbon pattern it's got going on. She almost shoves the thing in my face. I keep looking away, but wherever I look, I see workers, the cashier laughing at my expense, which worsens my situation. Cut it out already. Do whatever you want, just leave me out of it. Mr. Macho can't take the sight of a girl picking out bras? I should have known your weakness was related to how big of a pervert you are. Okay, screw this. I'm leaving these here and waiting outside. Let me know when you're done with your BS. I'll make sure to get a color that matches your face right now. Choke. Man, you had like perfect retorts right there. You could have been like, why are you getting a bra anyway, Natsuki? It's not like you have anything there. There you go. Yeah, hey, they were all right there, MC. The shots were perfect. You had a clean shot. You didn't take them. You fool! It's because he likes her now. It's because he likes her now. It's weakened him. It's weakened him. He's been weakened. The poor man. Zero's taking no prisoners. She's not my girlfriend. I can take them all I want. As I said, and walk out with my hand over my face to avoid eye contact with anyone and try to cool down. We're gonna like run into Sayori or something. I never thought she could fire back like this. It's been so long since she's gotten me. I guess it's more because I've caught her off guard too many times and it finally backfired. I need to be careful, especially now with all these weird thoughts eating my mind. Natsuki soon joined me outside, but for the majority of the walk, I ignored her presence. What scared me more was the fact that she had a small bag with her. Next stop was a few merch stores hidden away on the lower floors of the building. When we reached there, Natsuki pointed out where the supermarket is, as well as which was our next stop. Talk about disappointing. Yeah, everything in there made my head spin. Whoa, my head's spinning! Why the hell would they think coffee mugs are a good idea when it's shaped like a human head? The worst part is, they didn't even look like the characters they were trying to depict. It was actually unnerving. Bottom line, it was all bootleg stuff. I swear, it was never this bad whenever I came in. I don't get what happened. I guess there's not much popularity with these kinds of stores now. Companies will pretty much make their own websites and sell their products online. Shops like these might just look prehistoric to the eyes of the people now. I guess. You seem really down, and understandably so. Not a pleasant thought, watching the few good things you enjoyed fading away because of a dying trend. We headed towards our final stop, but seeing Natsuki's mood made me feel that this won't be a satisfactory end. We began looking around the new variety of places to go at this newer level and spot our salvation. Stop walking and lightly elbow Natsuki. Dude, what gives? Lack of response makes her follow my gaze to where I had been staring at. I don't think that was a light elbow. If that was enough to like piss her off, I don't think that was a light elbow. My man was like, bah! He's like, ah! I could just hit her. No. Yes. That's not happening. We're going in there. No, we aren't. Yeah, we are. Ah! Zero, let me go! Where did they go? The arcade machine? Why doesn't she want the arcade machine? For someone who whines a lot about not wanting to do things, Natsuki's really keen on beating me at my own games. That is more literal than I'd like to admit, but every game we've tried has resulted in her losing with little effort from me. I didn't care though. We've been here for a few hours now, and I'm having the time of my life. Okay, never mind. That's why she didn't want to be there. Oh my god, you suck so much. Oh, shut up. You're barely one score higher. You're barely high enough. Why'd you pick basketball of all things as the final challenge? Bite me. We were down to 2 shots left each. I made my final throws count while Natsuki missed again. It'd be a waste of a final shot if she missed, so I took the ball from her hands and tossed it for her. You asshole! I had that! We need these last 2 tickets. I'm not taking any chances with your noodle arms. All the prizes are literally stuffed animals. What could you possibly want from there? Not for me. Wait, what? I bolted for the counter. No! 0! I got her the plushie she had been eyeing at ever since we walked in the arcade. Despite her many protests, of course. But I guess the high of our enjoyment hadn't left her because she was more than happy to have when we were out. It was an extremely weird dragon with a pink color, but the fur patterns was of a cow. It was even missing an eye as an intentional design choice. The hell happened to that dragon? Does he suit your taste? This is by far the ugliest thing I've seen in years. I love it. Great, he can teach you how to throw. Put a sock in it. God, I wish you were a younger self again or go back in time. How would the dragon teach you how to throw? The dragon doesn't have hands. Dragons can't do that. Silly MC. Dragons can't throw. I'm actually starting to miss the days when you're an absolute crybaby ran after me. I don't agree. What? Oh no, don't get me wrong. Like I said times before, being friends with you was the best thing that happened in my life back then. Well, that's exactly it. It was the only good thing. The rest is just a painful memory. Just a reminder of the days where I was nothing but a punching bag. Everything I did up until this point was to avoid it all. And not think about reliving it. Jeez, I didn't mean it like that or anything. Sorry, I just get reminded of it all so easily. But hey, we're making better memories now, right? If we can keep this up, then the past won't mean anything to me. Right. If anything, I kind of missed your old hairstyle. Huh? Do you not like the way it looks now? Nothing like that, not. The color itself suits you really well. It meant that your hair used to be longer. Ponytails were your thing back then. Oh, yeah. Cutting it short was a more regrettable choice, but I did it anyway. Did you like it the old way? Why didn't you just let it grow back? I just couldn't. I practically built my image like this. This was how people knew or saw me. Changed so many times that by now, I didn't have it in me to do it again. This thought process of hers was mind-boggling to me. I couldn't deny that I understood where she's coming from. Either way, this is not how I want her to move on with her life. Let me ask this again. Did you like your long hair? Yeah, I did. Sometimes I wished it was longer. But back then, you saw those kids would try pulling it, or it'd get snagged on branches. It was hell to wash it too, but I still like the length. I guess when I was excited about the hair dye, I thought cutting it short would be a better change too. You want to give it a try? What? I poked my head over her shoulder, pointing my sights to yet another place of interest. Extensions. No way! Just Just give it a shot. We have money to spare. Zero, there's no way in hell They're offering custom colors, too. I don't care! Natsuki, come on. I'm not trying to be dramatic about this, but you need to learn to go with things you like. Dude, screw what jerks at school think. Screw what I think. Sometimes you just have to go for it and take risks to have a little fun. Promise you won't make fun of me? I'm honestly more excited to see it, but yeah, I promise. Then just wait out here. You say so. And with that, Natsuki shoves the plushie to my chest and stomps her way over to the store. I don't have any regret in pushing her this time. These insecurities need to be strained in some way for her to let them go. Take our bags and the plush over to the store itself and stand nearby, waiting for her. It's long hair Natsuki time. I was about to say long hair Natsuki, yeah. Now she's just gonna look like Taiga. She's just gonna be Taiga from Toradora. Natsuki texted me and told me to wait near the exit a few minutes after she went off. Been nearly 10 minutes since I did so, and I started to worry. But my worries were soon blasted away when I saw Natsuki walking over to me from the corner of my eye. Oh, there she is. Well... Oh no, MC's dying. I was like, oh no. Dude! Breathe! Say something! Not... You look gorgeous. What? Okay, that's good, but not the best one for now. I mean, wow. Alright, dude. You look fine, but this... Really, you actually look amazing. Okay, she gets it! Is it really good? It was surprisingly cheap, and it really stood out from the other options they gave me. Well, it worked out great, right? I think it looks great, but do you like it? Natsuki turns away from me and nods. I pick her bags off the ground and hand her the plushie, which she hugs tightly. I've truly exhausted my emotions in one day, and it's getting pretty dark out. We should start heading home. If I could address this, however, Natsuki pipes up. Thanks, Zero. Ah! For all of this. Today, I mean, I feel like I needed this. And Yuri, I swear. Hi, Papa. Oh. No, of course I know the time. No, I'm not with... Suddenly gives me a terrified look, followed by a moment of the most dreadful pain silence. Yes, Papa. And to my horror, she reaches her phone out to me, irresistibly screaming that I don't take it from her hand. Looking down at the phone, I sigh to myself and take it. Why is he talking to him? Feels like a weird thing. Huh? A weird thing for a parent. Put the boy on the phone! What? Okay. Something weird. No. I turn away from Natsuki and bring it to my ear as slowly as possible. Hello? I'm assuming you're Zero? Correct? The man on the other end of the call sighs loudly. It would seem that I'm not taking you seriously enough. Let me make this clear and simple. I'm not in the mood to deal with more headaches, but I'll make an exception for you. Aren't you just a generous little angel? 10 minutes. I want my daughter back home in 10 minutes. Take any longer and you'll be reported. Understood? And I want you to be there. Yes, sir. Good boy. And then he hangs up. I'm left staring at nothing with multiple thoughts ready to burst all at once. Zero? Natsuki's worried voice slices through them all at once. I look down at my watch and shake my head. Come on, Nat. Let's get you home. But... I'll take the bags. If you want to, you can take those off. I pointed at her hair, then turned to the exit. Come on. It's a race to the finish now. Wait, Zero! It isn't a Natsuki Mel without Natsuki's father being some weird evil guy, I guess. We yearn for those we've lost, but we rarely recall the good times spent with them. You're two broken pieces who aren't one and the same, but still show determination to connect. Is a bright smile all it really takes to heal a wound? Or do you need more lies to cover up yours? Doki Doki Heartstruck, Chapter 1, Truth Tellers. The story continues. Coming late 2023. Thank you, Monica? Alright, so I do have some thoughts. The Natsuki sprite was cute. Long-haired Natsuki was cute. I liked her. I kind of felt like MC's little, like, outburst of him, like, being like, ah, you know, stuff like that, when she was, like, you know, like, getting closer to him. I understand the point was to show him being, like, nervous and everything, but I do kind of feel like they slightly ruined the moment a little bit, like, or, like, it's supposed to be, she's like, thank you, like, you know, she's like, for all of this, like, him being like, ah, in his head is kind of like, okay, I get it, but, like, come on, guys. Like, it's kind of ruining the moment of, you know, it's supposed to be, like, a nice little, like, it's a little too silly to have him be doing that. Natsuki's dad, once again, is like, I don't know, man. Like, alright. How many, like, I've dealt with a lot of I think we've all dealt with the whole parent calling thing, right? The whole parent calls friend, and friend has to leave. Or, like, you know, friend isn't supposed to be outside. So, you know, you got the thing where they're like, hey, and they're like, okay, yeah, like, you know, like, you hear them say that. But I don't know how many times it's been like, yeah, I'll give the phone to my friends I'm with. Like, what parent's gonna ask to talk to the people they're with? Because I know if I'm there, I'll be like, no. My mom wants to talk to you. Why? No. For what reason? I was like, even like helicopter parents, it's still like, what? No. Why? I don't know. Was when Natsuki mods being your dad a Power Rangers villain? I don't know. Maybe there's some story there, because maybe if we had to assume, it seems like her dad knows him to some degree, so maybe that's why he was saying to put him on the phone. But, like, I don't know. Like I said, yeah, it felt a little silly to me. Maybe it's because I've seen villain Natsuki dad so many times at this point. It's just, it always gets sillier and sillier to me every time I see him. But I don't know. I don't have too much of an issue with this. This is obviously just a slight nitpick, because, like I said, I'm so used to Natsuki's dad being this, like, evil man that everyone makes him out to be that I'm like, sure, whatever, why not? The only thing I did notice about that Natsuki sprite is that her head looked kind of weird. Like, I don't know, like, there was something weird about how her, like, head and neck looked. Like, around that area, like, around her chin, the part of that sprite looked very odd. I think it was, like, my only real, like, thing. I kept looking at that. Like, I don't know, that part looked very strange. But overall, the long hair is cute. If that's what she ends up going with for this mod to kind of differentiate Natsuki, then I think it could be cute. I don't know. Even though I'm somebody who prefers, you know, short-haired Natsuki, even though her actual hairstyle is a whatever the fuck. Like, seriously, what is that? But I'm always partial to the original hairstyles, mainly because it's a good balance, because you got 2 short-haired girls and 2 long-haired girls. If Natsuki goes team long hair, Sayori's gonna be left out. You're gonna be leaving Sayori out. She's gonna be the only one with short hair. They can't leave Sayori out. Also, I always felt like Natsuki's, like, short hair fit her personality or something. I don't know. That's always how pigtail girls are always, like, the ones to be all angry and stuff. But anyway, that is this teaser, though. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to point out. I thought this teaser was a weird teaser to exist because the first chapter ends with MC going to the principal's office. So it made a lot of us be like, oh shit, bro. Chapter 2 is probably gonna, you know, oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen from that. Like, you know, I wonder what's gonna come from that. But by having this teaser have nothing to do with that and have it be about him going on a date with Natsuki to the mall does kind of make me feel like nothing's going to come out of the principal visit. Like, if he's clearly, out and about dating, like, on a date with Natsuki, then I'm like, I don't know. Is nothing really gonna happen from that? Like, maybe something might, but it ain't gonna be anything that bad from what it seems. Who knows? Maybe something terrible. Maybe he's expelled. I don't know. So maybe I'm acting too soon. I thought we were gonna throw hands at the principal. We actually punched the principal too, yeah. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, because we'll have to see what happens in chapter... Actually, it said chapter 1. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. This is still chapter 1. I totally forgot. Heartstruck was a demo. I thought Heartstruck was fully in chapter 1. I forgot chapter 1 of Heartstruck isn't even fully out. Heartstruck is a demo. Right. Chapter 1 isn't fully out. This was a teaser for the rest of chapter 1. This is a long chapter. So yeah, I guess I'll be excited to see where else chapter 1 goes, if I had to guess. Maybe we'll get to see Natsuki dad, See what gets going on with that. Anyway, that is it. If you guys want to download this for yourself, the link will be in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.